So, to reiterate what we said before, to determine if 2, 1 is a solution for the system, everywhere you see an x, you're going to replace it with 2. Everywhere you see a y, you're going to replace it with 1. So we've already worked through the problem. X minus y equals 1. Everywhere I see an x, I put a 2. Everywhere I see a y, I put a 1. And I simplify the situation, and we said 2 minus 1 equals 1. Is that a true statement? Check. Yes, it is. So now let's do the second equation. Everywhere I see an x, I'm going to replace it with 2. And everywhere I see a y, I'm going to replace it with 1. So I have 3 times 2 minus 1 equals negative 5. Let's see if this is a true statement. I now have 6 minus 1 equals negative 5. Is that a true statement? Is that a true statement? No, it is not. So my question is 2, 1 a solution for this system of equations? No, it is not. So I'm going to put a big old no right here. Does that make sense? Do you understand how we arrived at this answer? Okay. So now let's do the same thing for number 2. Remember, everywhere I see an x, I'm going to plug in a 2. Everywhere I see a y, I'm going to plug in a 1. Can I come out to the side like this for the first equation? And I'm just going to say negative 4 times 2 plus 3 times 1 equals negative 5. I have that negative 8 plus 3 equals negative 5. Is this a true statement? It is. So check. Okay. Now I'm going to come here and repeat the process. Everywhere I see an x, I'm plugging in a 2. Everywhere I see a y, I'm plugging in a 1. Is negative 2 minus 1 equal to negative 3? Is that a true statement? It is. So yes, 2, 1 is a solution for this system because it fit both equations. Do y'all understand how to handle a problem like this now? Okay. Any questions or concerns? All right, young people. All right, 3 is easy because both of them must have already been solved for y, right? Okay. So help me out. What's my first step when I'm graphing an equation? Make sure that it's solved for what? Make sure that the equation is solved for y first, right? All right, what does 3 represent? The y-intercept. Very good. So I'm going to come down to this equation, or to this graph rather, and I'm going to put a dot at 3 on the y-axis. Remember, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, okay? Now what do I do? What do I do? No, well, yeah, but I wish somebody would just say, apply your slope, okay? And then I would ask you, well, what's the slope? Thank you. That is correct. Okay? So my slope is negative 2, right? Yeah. And so anytime you have a whole number, remember you have to make it a fraction because I need a rise and a run, right? Miles, you're on your phone. Miles, your phone should be in your bag and your bag should be up front. I'll wait.
I was going to listen to you.
All right, so now after I plot my y-intercept, my slope is negative 2 over 1. So that tells me to fall down 2, but go to the right 1. Right, Jabari? Okay. Down 2 to the right 1 and just repeat the process until you run out of graph. Now I'm going to come back to my starting point and I'm going to flip the script. Just like the slope is equal to negative 2 over 1, it's also equal to a positive 2 over a negative 1, right? Which allows me to go up 2 and back 1. Up 2 and to the left 1. Does that make sense? Okay. Then pull out your trusty Kroger card. I have mine. Do you have yours? I wonder if I can get a commercial with Kroger. Get an endorsement. What y'all think? You think I should try it? He said no. All right. Kroger to the rescue, right? What'll be my tagline? Publix doesn't have cards. I need a straight edge, ma'am. All right, anyway, moving on. So y equals x minus 3. What do I do with this information, y'all? Plot it. Okay, be more specific. Put a dot on negative 3 where? On the y-axis. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right, so y-intercept, negative 3. We good? Now, what's my slope? It's 1 over 1. Very good. So from here, I simply go up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Very good. Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. And I can flip the script, right? Just like I can go up 1 and to the right, I can go down 1 and to the left, correct? All right, pull out your trusty Kroger card, CVS card, what have you. Tuh. So, how do I know what the answer is? Yeah. What intersect? What's my answer, y'all? Oh, my bad. Thank you, baby. Okay. Any questions or concerns? Of course. Want to do all of them. Okay. All right. So 4 is another easy one because everything has already been solved for what? Remember, that's your first step, okay? Second step is to plot your y-intercept. In the first equation, the y-intercept is what? Okay, it's a positive 3, so I put my dot at positive 3. Okay? So then from here, I apply my slope. My slope is positive. So I know my line is going to be slanted this way, okay? So my slope is 1 over 2, so I'm going to go up 1 and to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2. And make sure that when you put your dots on your graph, make sure that they're distinct and not just some raggedy just slash. Okay? Make a dot, okay? Up 1 over 2. And remember, if I can go up 1 and over 2, remember this is also equal to negative 1 over negative 2, correct? So I can come back to my starting point and I can go down 1 and back 2. Down 1, back 2. Down 1, back 2. Down 1, back 2. Okay? Pull out your trusty card, Kroger card, and connect your dots. All right, so far so good? Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to plot my second equation. Ladies, everything okay? Y'all good? Any questions so far? No. All right, so now my y-intercept on my second equation is negative 4. And my slope, young people, is negative 2 over 3. What can I also use as my slope? What can I also use as my slope? Excuse me? Thank you. Positive 2 over negative 3. Thank you very much. Do you all see that they're both equivalent? Okay? So from here, I'm going to go down 2 and to the right 3. Repeat the process. Marianne, you got this? Down 2 to the right 3. I can't go any further, so I'm going to come back to my starting point and flip the script, okay? And now I'm going to go up 2, but back 3. Up 2 and back 3. Up 2 and back 3. I can't go any further, can I? Connect my dots. And so I can clearly see that my solution is what, guys? Remember, x comes first, okay? So what would it be? Any questions or concerns about this one? All right, what's my first step for number 5? Solve for y. Very good, Devon. So for the first equation, I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides, okay? So my new equation, guys, is going to be y equals negative 2x plus 6. Baby, I need you to pay attention because you playing with her is throwing me off. Can you stop? Thank you. So now that I have my full equation, guys, I can take this and I have the pieces that I need to plot, right? So I simply go to positive 6 on my y-axis and apply my slope. What's my slope? Negative 2 over 1, right? So now I'm going to go down 2 and to the right 1, down 2 to the right, down 2 to the right, down 2 to the right. When I flip the script, where will I go? Up 2 and to the left, right? Do you have what I have? All right. Pull out your trusty Kroger card. How does she do what? What happened, guys? What do I have to do for the second equation, folks? Say it. Solve for y. So I'm going to add 4x to both sides. We do have to get y by itself. So that cancels out. And now I have 2y equals 4x plus 4, right? Now what do I need to do? Divide everything by 2, right? And so my final equation is going to be y equals 2x plus 2. Okay, I have all my pieces I need to graph, right? Not yet. First thing I got to do, before I do that, and it's not up 2 over 2, baby, it's just going to be up 2 over 1. But before I apply my slope, I'm going to come to 2 and put a dot. First step is plot your y-intercept, right, Kennedy? All right, what's my slope, Kennedy? What's my slope? 2 over what? 2 over 1. So that tells me from my y-intercept to go up 2 and to the right 1, right? Does that make sense? Repeat the process. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 to the right 1. Up 2 to the right 1. Is it making better sense? Then I go the opposite direction. Down 2 to the left 1. Down 2 to the left 1. Pull out your trusty Kroger card. Connect your dots. And what is my answer, Devon? Huh? What do they intersect? 1 what? 1, 4. Very good. And that is my solution for the system of equations, right? How we feel? Okay, I got you. All right, y'all. 6 appears to be weird. It looks weird, but it's actually pretty easy. Okay? When you have y equals to any constant, young people, remember this is going to be a horizontal line. Horizontal line going through what value on the y-axis? 3. Here's 3. And all across, remember, all across this line, y is equal to what? Can't see it, can you? Can y'all see that? Oh my gosh, you can't see it. Sorry, y'all. I don't have any thick pens. Okay? All right, so what about x? If x is equal to -6, Brooklyn just said a vertical line going through -6, and that is absolutely correct. So here's -6, right here, correct? Right? And all up and down this vertical line, x is always equal to what? Okay, it's hard to see. These two lines cross here, right? So that'll be coordinate what? Do you notice anything about the answer? As the equivalencies. X is equal to -6 and y is equal to 3. Okay? Any questions about number 6? Okay? Maybe I'm going to do 7 and I'm going to do 8. Okay? Let's talk about 7, shall we? For the first equation, there isn't much to do, is it? My y-intercept is 4. I put a dot at 4. And my slope is 1 over 1, correct? Up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Repeat the process. I can also go down 1, back 1, right? Pull out your trusty Kroger card and connect your dots. Ladies, just wait, okay? Because you guys are throwing me off. Thank you. What number are you guys working on? Second equation, what do I have to do? Solve for y. Don't be afraid. Yes, solve for y. So how am I solving for y? And I get that y equals -2x plus 19. Young people, why in the devil did they give y'all this?
I want to see how I did mine.
All right, can I show y'all something real quick? Let me get everybody's attention. Everybody's attention on this one. So notice that the graph stops at 12 and it goes all the way up to 19, right? This is a perfect opportunity for me to show you guys about x and y intercepts, okay? Just pay attention. Just pay attention for a second. All right? Just pay attention just for a second. I'm going to show you how to make a graph using 2 points or finding 1 point and then apply your slope, okay? You ready? It's okay. In order to find the x-intercept, all you have to do is plug in 0 for y. Okay? To find the x-intercept, so that's where the line crosses the x-axis, right? What did I just say? To find the x-intercept, plug in 0 for what? Y. Okay. So I would simply say 2x plus 0. Remember, y is 0. Equals 19. And is this going to be weird? Yes. But you'll be okay. Baby, just a second. Just a second. So with that 0 not being there, all I need to say is just 2x equals 19, right? So when I divide both sides by 2, I get that x equals, now I normally don't allow 4 decimals. But we're going to rock with a decimal real quick, okay? And that's going to give us 9.5. Okay? So I just found out that my line is crossing the x-axis at 9.5. That kind of helps. So I come to the graph. Here's 8, right? Here's 9. Here's 9.5. So something that you guys have to picture is that we're working in between the points, okay? This is very weird, I know. And if my slope, what's my slope? -2/1. Why would they give y'all this? I almost want to just scrap it, but it's okay. And if my slope is -2/1, I can also say that it's 2/-1, correct? Now watch this, guys. It's going to feel weird, but you'll be okay. Because I don't have a lot of room to go this direction, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. And plus, that's where my line that I'm trying to cross is, right? I'm going to go up 2. You with me? Yeah. But back 1. Remember, it's going to be halfway. Please be quiet. Okay? I'm going to do it again. Watch. We're working in between the spaces, okay? It's hard to see because there was no graph over here. I'm going to do it again. Up 2/1. You see it? We're in between. Remember, our x-intercept was 9.5, right? Right? And we had to go up 2 and over 1. Remember, if you started in between, you got to end in between, right? I'm going to do it again. Up 2/1. Repeat the process. Up 2/1. Is your dot in between like mine? If it's not, you're doing it wrong. Up 2/1. Up 2/1. Are you all following? Remember, we started in between, right? So we have to end in between. I'm going to do it again. Up 2/1. Okay? And the way that the dots hit, where do I land? Where do I cross? Let's see. At 5 and 9, absolutely. This one was weird. I acknowledge that. Does anyone have any questions about this one? Yes.
When we try to solve, why do we substitute?
Say again.
When we solve, when we use this, why do we substitute minus 0?
The reason why I did it this way is because 19 would be like way up here. Like here's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like I would be so far away from the graph, it would be hard to maintain any sort of accuracy. So I said, okay, let me find the x-intercept, and then apply the slope that way. Because it's still a dot on the line. Does that make sense? That's why. All right, y'all, last one. I did say y'all were talking. Y'all were talking. All right, guys, let's knock this one out. Okay? This one's going to be another in-betweener. I apologize in advance. It is what it is, okay? So first equation, I have to solve it for what? Okay. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So I end up with 2y is equal to negative x plus 1. Okay? Ladies, are you paying attention? We're doing number 8, okay? So now look at this one. I have to divide everything by this 2, don't I? So my y-intercept, it's going to be another in-between situation. Except instead of being in between on the x's, I'm going to be in between on the y's. So now I have y is equal to negative 1/2. 1/2 x plus 1 over 2. So where do I go on the y-axis to plot? In the middle, 1/2. 1/2 is right there between 0 and 1, right? Do you see that? So now what's my slope? Be careful, that's a negative 1 over 2. Okay? So that means I'm going to go down 1, but to the right 2, right? Watch this. Remember, we're going to be in between, aren't we? Down 1, to the right 2. Down 1, to the right 2. Down 1, to the right 2. You see how I'm in between the lines? Okay? Because I started in between, I have to end in between. Okay? Down 1, to the right 2. Ladies, are you paying attention? Y'all missing something. Now I'm going to flip the script and go the opposite direction. I'm going to go up 1 and back 2. 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 Did you maintain in between the lines? Okay. Connect your dots. So now let's look at the second equation, okay? For the second equation, I have to subtract 5x from both sides first, correct? And now I have 3y is equal to negative 5x minus 23. This is going to be a doozy, y'all. It just is what it is. Divided by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. So now I have that y is equal to negative 5 over 3 x minus, now let's see what that decimal equivalent is. Baby, don't go to the bathroom while I'm teaching anymore. It doesn't matter. You cannot afford to miss one moment. All right? All right, so that's going to be 7 2/3, guys. Calm down. Calm down. 7 2/3. It is what it is. So just let me help you. Let's talk about it. Let's get close on it, okay? So negative 7 2/3 is going to be here. Here's -7, right? Ladies, here's -7. Here's -8. So -7 2/3. Here's 1/3. Here's 2/3. We just have to chop it up into 3 pieces, right? Does that make sense? So now I'm going to apply my slope, which is what? What's my slope? -5/3. Remember, -5/3 is the same thing as +5 over -3, right? Oh, yeah, that equal sign threw me off, guys. So now, remember, we're in between the lines, and notice I'm closer to the bottom dash, okay? So I'm going to go up 5. Now this is going to feel weird because we're not used to working in between the lines. But it is what it is. So I'm going to go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But back 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. And notice where I'm putting my dot. If I started at 2/3, I should end at 2/3, okay?
Smith is needed in 489 at this time of his belongings. I'm sorry, not 49, that's your room. 207.
Okay.
He's in 207, the nurse's office with his belongings.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks. So let's repeat the process. I'm going to go up 5, but back 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we here? And back 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back 3. 1, 2, 3. It'll be about right here. It looks weird. It feels weird. I know. But remember, if you start in between the lines, you have to end in between the lines, okay? Jabari, are you marking your graph? You don't look like it. Okay. And when I connect my dots, boy, oh boy, this one was tough, yeah? Okay. What do my lines cross up? -7 and 4. That's where they cross up. And if they did not, you need to watch your precision, okay? Watch your precision. Because everything should have lined up exactly the way it should, okay? And I admit, this one was tough, okay? But did you catch it? Was it okay even though it felt weird? Oh, sorry.